Is doing well. He's alive. The conspiracies run wild. One of the main ones is that he lives with me. He's in our shadows and we don't want to have him around us. He's not some miserable person that lives under a bridge. He's not like a Gruffalo. Like, we're totally fine.
The Kardashians are no strangers to scandal, but this time, the betrayal isn't coming from a stranger. It's coming from within. It started with one post, one caption, one tag. On October 14th, 2025, Blac Chyna, who now goes by her birth name Angela White, uploaded a series of photos to Instagram wearing an all-white outfit beside a white Ferrari. But what caught everyone's attention wasn't the car or the look. It was the caption, "This love is forever." Within minutes, Rob Kardashian himself had liked the post publicly. That single tap sent shockwaves through the internet, and more importantly, through the Kardashian family group chat. Because this wasn't just nostalgia, it was a public statement. A coded message that something was happening behind closed doors.
Rob has said that you used the Kardashians, you used him for fame and fortune. Your response?
I was already Blac Chyna before the Kardashians.
We've seen social media teases before, but this one carried extra weight. It came from a woman who once dragged the entire Kardashian-Jenner empire into a courtroom, suing them for $100 million over claims that they sabotaged her reality show. The family might have won that case back in 2022, but the public relations damage lingered. So when Chyna tagged Rob again after years of silence, insiders say Khloe's phone started buzzing within seconds. She reportedly called it a provocation, a deliberate move meant to reinsert herself into the family narrative. And the fact that Rob didn't hide it? That, according to one insider, is what sent Khloe over the edge.
Being nobody's co-star ever again, it's gonna be my show or no show. And that's just really what it is.
You felt you were a co-star?
Yeah, that was my, co-star.
Meaning in title or because
in title, yeah.
Really? Okay.
If you think about it, it was, I don't know any other female entertainer like that was a co-star, just two people.
To understand why this single post detonated so loudly, we have to go back. In 2016, Rob and Chyna shocked the entertainment world with a whirlwind romance that felt both passionate and chaotic. They got engaged the same year, welcomed their daughter Dream that November, and by the following summer, it all collapsed in public. The breakup wasn't just messy. It became one of the most infamous celebrity implosions of the decade. Rob's social media rampage in 2017, where he shared private images of Chyna and accused her of betrayal, resulted in his accounts being shut down and legal threats mounting. Chyna secured a restraining order, and what followed were years of custody battles, courtroom appearances, and family tension. By 2020, Rob even filed for primary custody, claiming Chyna's home was unsafe. While Khloe supported his motion with statements about changes in Dream's behavior, the judge denied the request.
So what do you say to the people who say, oh, this was just about revenge for the Kardashians?
That's not even my character. And I see all these things on the internet and I never address it because I'm the bigger person. Robert.
So when we fast forward to 2025 and see Chyna tagging Rob again, this isn't nostalgia, it's history reopening. Every headline about forgiveness, maturity, and co-parenting hides the scars beneath. Sources told People magazine earlier this month that Rob and Angela are on good terms and things are going great. But not everyone inside the Kardashian orbit believes it's that simple. Insiders close to the sisters say Khloe views this so-called reconciliation as a calculated performance, and the timing raises questions. After all, Chyna has spent the past 2 years rebuilding her image, publicly removing fillers, reversing surgeries, getting baptized, quitting adult platforms, and promoting her sobriety. It's been a complete rebrand from Blac Chyna to Angela White. But Khloe reportedly believes that transformation isn't about faith, it's about optics. Behind the glossy headlines about healing and communication, tension was brewing in private. Multiple sources claim Khloe confronted Rob directly in a family group chat, warning him that Chyna's motives weren't pure. One insider describes the conversation as explosive, alleging Khloe told Rob to choose her or us. Rob's response, according to the same insider, stunned everyone. He didn't back down. That defiance has allegedly fractured the siblings' unity, especially because Rob has long been Khloe's closest ally in the family. They've called each other best friends for years, and she often defended him during his withdrawal from public life. To see him now choosing silence instead of loyalty, insiders say, cut deeper than any tabloid headline.
On Mr. Kardashian's behalf, apologized and offered our regrets for what has taken place in the past couple of days. And now we move forward to do one thing and one thing only, what's ever in the best interest.
But there's more beneath the emotional tension. There's money. Rob Kardashian's business ventures have faltered one by one. Arthur George, the sock brand he launched in 2012, has been largely inactive since 2020. Rhonda, his short-lived hot sauce company, faced complaints from customers over missing shipments before quietly vanishing. Halfway, his streetwear label hasn't updated its online store in months. The website's domain even triggers an error message on Shopify. Financially, Rob isn't the figure he once was. And that, insiders claim, is why Khloe's alarm bells are ringing. If Chyna's return coincides with Rob's financial instability, what exactly is she after? Is it reconciliation or recovery?
I think I'm kind of done with all that, and I feel like people need to hear like my side. You
Like
know,
what
it's
you've been through.
Yeah, it's been years. I didn't come out and be the bitter baby mama.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's not just a personal issue for Khloe. For the Kardashian brand, every move Rob makes still affects the collective image. And Chyna's reappearance reopens wounds that Kris Jenner has tried for years to bury. The family's legal team spent millions defending against her defamation suit. And while they won, the optics were brutal. Social media flooded with messages of support for Chyna, many framing her as the outsider wronged by the Hollywood dynasty. I hate the Kardashians and Jenners. Chyna losing broke my heart, one widely shared post read back then. That sentiment never really disappeared. And Khloe knows that public sympathy for Chyna could rise again, especially now that she's rebranded as a woman of faith and resilience. Meanwhile, Chyna herself seems to be leaning into that redemption storyline. Over the past year, she's appeared at women's empowerment expos, talking about healing and going with the flow when asked about Rob. In one clip from Los Angeles earlier this month, she smiled and called him her person, hinting that they're on a journey together. That kind of language may sound innocent, but to a family as image-conscious as the Kardashians, it reads like a strategic rollout. Even Kris Jenner, who has managed every crisis from divorces to reality show cancellations, is reportedly refusing to comment publicly. Her silence, as one insider puts it, says everything.
Because after nearly a decade away from the cameras, Rob Kardashian finally reappeared.
Rob and I were very similar in a lot of ways. He's super sweet, the funniest person I know. I love having him.
We can't overlook the possibility that this entire situation has financial stakes extending beyond Rob's personal struggles. With The Kardashians on Hulu gearing up for another season, Rob's rumored reappearance on screen suggests he might be seeking stability or attention. Kim recently hinted that her brother's new cameos are special, but some production insiders whispered that the decision came after Rob's business losses. If that's true, Chyna's renewed closeness could complicate everything. Imagine the headlines if she appears even indirectly on the show. After years of being erased from the Kardashian narrative, her return, pregnant or not, would rewrite the family's storyline overnight. And that's the whisper making Khloe spiral. Several online outlets are now speculating that Chyna may be expecting again. No confirmation, no official statements, just quiet murmurs amplified by that cryptic Instagram caption. One source close to the family says the idea of another child linking Chyna to the Kardashians forever has Khloe terrified. Because this isn't only about Rob's heart, it's about control. If Chyna's pregnancy rumor proves true, it doesn't just reignite old drama, it reshuffles the family's power structure. Khloe's anxiety isn't only rooted in jealousy or resentment. She knows how many secrets lie between Rob and Chyna. Legal, financial, and personal ones that never made it into court documents. The fear, insiders say, is that Chyna's comeback could bring those buried details into daylight because when she sued them in 2022, she threatened to expose messages, emails, and behind-the-scenes footage from the canceled Rob and Chyna show. Most of that evidence never surfaced publicly, but if she's back in Rob's life, even informally, Khloe reportedly worries what else might resurface.
All my kids are here tonight. My kids, my children, my grandchildren, and even Rob, which means the...
Now, as the family scrambles behind the scenes, one question keeps circling. Why now? After nearly a decade of chaos, what's drawing Rob and Chyna back together? Some say love, others suspect necessity. What's certain is that their reunion, real or rumored, has already destabilized one of the most controlled brands in entertainment. And the more Khloe tries to contain it, the more it seems to slip through her hands. Because beneath the social media smiles and polite press quotes, this story isn't about reconciliation. It's about leverage. And if the whispers are right, Chyna may be holding more of it than anyone realizes. As October closes, fans are watching every move, every post, every like. every silence. Insiders hint that Khloe's patience has snapped, that she's preparing to confront Rob again, this time off camera. But whether he listens or not, the damage may already be done. Because in Hollywood, betrayal rarely ends with a caption, and what's brewing behind that white Ferrari photo may be only the beginning of a much deeper fallout that none of them are ready to face.
I was devastated, and I'm looking at this and I'm like, how could somebody do this to me? And I was very fearful because I'm like, if you could do this, what else could you possibly?
Khloe's worst fears might already be coming true. The whispers around Los Angeles are growing louder by the hour. Insiders are claiming that Blac Chyna might already be expecting again, and that her "This love is forever" caption was never just nostalgia. According to one entertainment source, that post was a soft launch, a carefully timed public re-entry designed to prepare fans before a much bigger reveal. And if the rumor holds weight, it means Chyna isn't just back in Rob's life. She's rewriting her role in the Kardashian legacy. To some, it looks like strategy, because nothing in this family happens by accident, especially when there's a camera nearby. We've seen this playbook before. When Chyna reinvented herself last year, removing fillers, turning to faith, and preaching about peace, many thought she was closing a chapter. But what if that transformation was part of the setup? If she's truly pregnant, she's positioned to reclaim her place at the center of the narrative, the same spotlight she lost after her courtroom defeat in 2022. And Khloe, who spent years trying to protect her brother and the family's image, knows exactly what that means. Another round of headlines, another scandal tied to the Kardashian name, and another reminder that not every wound heals cleanly. Beneath the social buzz, the legal debris from their past remains unresolved. In early 2020, Rob filed an emergency motion for primary custody of their daughter, claiming he feared for her well-being. Khloe even added her own affidavit, describing changes she'd noticed after visits. The judge denied it. Chyna's attorney, Lynn Ciani, blasted Rob's motion as defamatory lies that caused her client distress. That moment widened the fracture between the families. And even now, those court documents sit like loaded weapons, ready to resurface if this relationship moves forward. Every lawyer in Calabasas knows that the Kardashians hate unpredictability, and Chyna's return threatens exactly that.
He definitely made the first move because he was all like young and skinny and young. And I was like, this ain't really like, you know, my go-to, but he was really sweet and like really charming, and I like saw something there. And we was together for 3 years, yeah.
Okay. What was your favorite and least favorite thing about that relationship?
Favorite thing was, it was my first time just being like exposed to like the whole Hollywood thing.
Meanwhile, inside the family chat, tensions are boiling. Khloe's alleged ultimatum, choose her or us, still hangs in the air, unanswered. Rob's silence has become its own statement. He hasn't defended Chyna publicly, but he hasn't denied her either. That kind of stillness makes people wonder if he's protecting something deeper, perhaps something that could shift how the public remembers their breakup. After all, Rob has stayed out of the spotlight for years, rarely posting, rarely speaking.
Now, with one like on Instagram, he's ignited a storm that no publicist can fully control.
Khloe's allies say she's exhausted. They claim she's pleaded with her mother, Kris Jenner, to intervene. But even Kris is keeping her distance this time. After the 2022 trial, Kris promised to never let that woman near my son again. But the quiet this month suggests a different calculation. Maybe Kris knows this story could fuel the next season of the Kardashians. Maybe she's already planning how to frame it. Because while Khloe sees danger, Kris sees ratings. And that's a divide as old as the brand itself.
Just because of something that I used to do, I shouldn't be, you know, bullied to say, okay, well, you used to do this, so you deserve that.
Let's say that Chyna has posted similar nude pictures of herself, and then a former lover posts similar nude pictures. How does the law distinguish between the two acts?
Well, first of all, she has not posted pictures of her genitals in the past.
Then comes the wild card, Tyga. The rapper, Chyna's former fiancé and the father of her first son, is reportedly back in contact with Rob. Insiders say he's been warning Rob to stay away, pointing to Chyna's online ventures and questioning her motives. But that's where it gets ironic. This is the same Tyga who left Chyna for Kylie Jenner, Rob's younger sister. The hypocrisy isn't lost on fans, or on Chyna herself. If Tyga's reaching out now, we have to ask why. Is he genuinely concerned for Rob? Or is he trying to manage his own reputation, anticipating how a Chyna comeback might reopen uncomfortable memories from the Kylie years? The timing feels too precise to ignore. Sources close to Chyna say she's brushing off Tyga's comments, telling friends that she and Rob are healing and going with the flow. That phrase, going with the flow, has become her public mantra, a soft way of saying she'll do what she wants. But the flow she's talking about might be pulling her straight back into the center of Hollywood's most scrutinized family. For Khloe, who's fought to maintain the family's polish after years of public heartbreak, that possibility is unbearable. She reportedly fears that if Chyna cements herself back into Rob's life, the family will lose control of the narrative they've so carefully curated.
Family. Do you ever think about the fact that you're the only person that has an actual child with a Kardashian who will carry on the Kardashian name?
You know what? I never really thought about that until like everybody else made it a big deal. I was just having a baby with a person that I cared about.
It's also hard to ignore the financial layer beneath all this. Rob's income streams have dwindled, while Chyna's transformation tour, complete with talk show appearances and faith-based campaigns, has drawn fresh interest. A renewed relationship could open new opportunities, joint interviews, parenting specials, maybe even brand deals disguised as redemption arcs. We can see why Khloe suspects this isn't about love. It's about leverage. And yet, Rob's loyalty to Chyna, even in silence, suggests something more complicated. Maybe he sees a version of himself in her recovery. Maybe this isn't manipulation, but mutual survival. Whatever the truth, one thing is clear. The Kardashian fortress isn't as impenetrable as it once was. With every unfollow, every cryptic post, and every ignored phone call, the fractures widen. Kris can spin it. Kim can stay diplomatic. But Khloe is too emotional to play neutral. She's watching the past repeat itself in real time. And this time, she might not be able to stop it. The real question isn't whether Blac Chyna is pregnant. It's whether Khloe is about to lose control of the one thing she's always protected, the Kardashian legacy. Because if Chyna really is back inside the circle, the secrets she's been holding about Rob, about what truly happened in 2017, and about who leaked what to the press, might not stay buried much longer. So, what do we think? Is this love story redemption or a slow-motion takeover of the Kardashian empire? Drop your thoughts below, because this saga is far from over. Until next time, stay curious, stay tuned, and remember, nothing stays secret in Calabasas for long.